So in this video, I'm going to show you how to use Shotcut. Hopefully nothing shuts off. It's happened to me before. Okay, so we're back on here. And I open up Shotcut. Once you've uploaded the program, this is what it is, right? And you'll see that there's this thing right here. Maybe it might appear differently for some people, but basically what you want to do is, I'm going to put back the program here, and I'm going to remember, this is Mac I'm still using. So now it goes back to the movies where it was set. Or if I just, actually I'm going to undo that. I'm going to go with the recording I just did. And I'm going to see, I'll show you how I edit it. Close that. And I'm going to drag that file right here in the center here. Okay. As you can probably see, I'm like, you see the desktop audio right there? Good. Okay. So two types of sounds are coming out. So what I do is I also drag that from here. Okay, this is going to take some time because, okay, I hope it doesn't. So anyways, I start editing by just, editing means that you're literally cutting off parts of places you don't want to. The basic type of editing is if you don't want certain part. Let's say I don't want this part. I go click on this that says split. And I just go boop, and I click on that spot I don't want, and I click on delete button, and then I drag it all the way to the beginning because that's what I want my beginning to be. Okay, so any part you want to do, let's say you want to cut off this part with this part right here, so you go click, cut, or split, and then split here. Let's say I don't want that, then I delete that, but then now you have a space here, right? I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can see that. Okay. What I do is I just drag it here. I leave this, what they call this, snap little button here. I leave that on because I want it to snap, so it's kind of like a feeling. It's like goes bloop, you see that? But if I want to layer it and I kind of want to fade it together, then I just go overlap. I overlap it with one another. Okay, that's easy. Okay, just drag it, overlap it. Okay, I'm going to undo that one because I don't know if I want to keep it or not, that section. So that's one of the basic ways. And then what you go is you click on that same spot. You click on this, you click on filters tab down here. And you just add however you want it to be. Basic ones is if you're going to fade in, that means it's going to start off like this. Hi. Okay, that it faded in. At the very end, it's the same thing. You want to make sure you're on this exact strip though. You want to make sure you're on that before. Let's say you have a different, we'll go with that later. Okay, so make sure you're just on there. And then click on the plus again. Okay, so let's say you want to fade out. That's going to be at the very end of the whole thing, right? If I show you, see that? Like all the way to the very end. Yeah, see you in a bit. It's going to fade out. You see that? That's what it's for. And then I also add gain volume because sometimes it's not loud enough. So that's up to you. Okay? So I'm going to delete those and then, yeah. So just play with the whole thing. If you want to add something else, like if you want to add, let's see, another track because you want to layer something later, that's totally fine. It's very, very easy. It's very direct, I would say, but always experiment. Use your intuition, feel what you're doing, and just go with the whole like, okay, always experiment and see where things are coming from. There are other videos out there if you go very specifically on how let's say, for example, how I add photos on here. I would say don't do that yet. I would say go with basic. So I would say, let's say I drag this and I wanted an introductory, let's say, video. Like I wanted an intro before this one, right? Before this shows up, I wanted to have like a wording. It says, oh, this is what. Then I click on this track and I go open other and I go with text. That text will give me what I want to say. Let's say how to use OBS for Mac. And I click on OK. Don't click enter, that won't do anything. or don't click enter or return button. Just go click OK with your mouse if you're using Mac. Remember, this is still Mac. And then you'll see this one. If you want it to be centered, that you just drag it from the center. There you go. And then I go drag it here. And then you'll see that at the very, very beginning, this thing I clicked in is just zooming into, because you want to see, like, there are certain sounds you don't want in your thing, right? So let's say, remember I did this earlier. If I go click, I split it, and I go click here, I split it. If I don't want that, and I don't know exactly where that is, then I zoom in with this button right here. Okay? I'm going to undo that one. It's Command Z or Z for you. Z for Americans, Z for us. I'm Canadian. And I just, yeah, there you go. So I have that intro sort of like, not intro, like, okay, you see how it snapped there? I go, bloop. Okay, it just snapped in place. So now what's going to happen is I go, there's no video, like there's no fade in for this one. I just go, you'll see how it plays. Hi. Okay, so it goes straight into it. There's no fading, there's no effects. Yeah. So that's what it is. You can do that. If you wanted to add a photo, you just drag an image. Actually, no. You drag not an image. You go open file. Then let's say I go into like a picture and I wanted to say, I wanted to add this picture somewhere. Okay. I'm there and I drag it into wherever I want it to be. Now, imagine, look at this. What happens if I play this here? You see that? That thing is going to show up. So how to change that is you want to click, make sure you're on that little thing. You know, it has a frame of red in there. You click on plus, and then you go to very bottom and say size, position, and rotate. You can relocate it. You can change the size, all that stuff. Right? You can do that. You can even just go zoom, like, you know, make sure it's as big as a screen. Make sure you pay attention to also like where sounds are coming in, right? So these are the kind of, like, I would say for me that I do usually. I'm going to delete that one there. And I'm going to remove this track because I don't want that here. Remove track. Okay. And I just have this basic file here. So I hope that helps. That's as basic as I could go. And I'm limited to 15 minutes for this video, so I don't want to go beyond what's needed. I hope that helps, and I hope, yeah, if you have any questions, just, I say, okay, I'm going to delete. No, not save that. Okay. Yeah, I hope that helps. So in any case, I'll see you guys later. I hope that video helps. I've never done a tech video before, and that was my first time. I was like, okay, sure, whatever. Good luck with everything, and I'll see you later. Bye.